Welcome back to Universe X. It is a great day, and I am actually here to do another Archetype breakdown. Now, I was already working on this one, but I think because this one didn't get any TPs whatsoever, it's probably best that I start off with this one, just like earlier than not. So, yeah. We are going to be doing Shroom and Salsa today, just to get some of a basic premise and how the deck works and how it could work. Past that, like always, got to do a bunch of normal plugs. One, think about joining that Facebook channel group thing. But really, a Dragon Ball Super community discussion group. It is actually just the largest one we have. I actually noticed some people didn't know the Discord link for my Discord was in the comments. It is like, I'm on there every other night. I'll respond to things when I can, but we're starting to have a community that grows and actually tests together, and it's actually awesome. So if you want to join that, links in the description as well. So that being said, let's look at these cards, okay? Let's see if we can sort by, I kind of want to sort by cost, but it is sorted by cost. So let's look at this. When you've got the leader for Shroom and Salsa, quick things you need to pick up, okay? It attacks, it draws a card, and then once per turn, if this card is in battle, when you use a black battle card in your combo, your opponent sends one battle card from the drop area to their warp, and or battle card. Yep. And if there are no battle cards in your opponent's drop area, you draw another card. So you can combo to draw another card. You're already going to be +1 just by swinging, but you can cycle another card. Then when he's at 4 or less, or your opponent has 4 more cards in their warp, you may draw one card and change up to one of your energy to active mode and flip this card over. That's cool. On the backside, same thing about drawing and drawing during combo. Only difference now is you can pay 1. If there are no battle cards in your opponent's grave, you can drop area. You can choose up to 1 Dark Wizard. Is it Dark Wizard? Evil Wizard, there we go. Demon Realm Race or Demon God card. The energy cost of 2 or less in your deck or hand, and play it, then shelf your deck. So, moving on to that, we've got Toa Dimensional Convoker. It's a 1-drop. When this card is played, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and you can add the same things: an Evil Wizard, Demon Race, or Demon God card amongst them from your hand to your hand, and you shelf your deck. Then activate main once per turn. 1, if your leader card is black, play up to 1 skill as Demon God card with 15,000 power. Then you can't use that skill for the rest of the turn. So this is going to be how you start up your turns. Okay, you played on turn 1, you search. You played on turn, or then on turn 2, you can use an energy to put your vanilla on the board, and that's going to lead into another card we're going to play. And then you're going to have the vanillas themselves, Salsa, okay, and Shroom, nothing too much about them. But then this deck toolboxes for 2-drops. So the first 2-drop I'm going to go over is a Demigra, Demon Realm Sorcerer. When this card attacks, choose 1. You can choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, the energy cost of 2 or less into the owner's warp, fueling the warp pile to early or awaken. You can place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck in your drop area, and then this card will gain 5,000 for the turn. Not really usable in this deck. And then you can also add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and return this card from your owner's hand. This causes an interesting looping effect if you want to self-awaken, so that's cool. Next, you've got Gravy in Demigra's Thrall. You should already know this card, but this is going to be how we get this is going to be how we fuel our graveyard to get Overrealm once we use it once, because we only have a few Overrealm cards in here, but if we use them once, we won't be able to use them again. Then you've got Chain Attack, Gravy. This guy is actually crucial, and let me actually mute that because I didn't think that something was going to go on. This guy is crucial because when he's on the board, if you combo with a black card, you're going to draw again, making your combo with a black card actually a full-on, instead of a break-even, a +1. You're going to literally swing, draw a card, combo with a black card, draw 2 cards if this guy's on the board with your leader. So that's actually pretty crazy. Then, when this card is removed from the battle area by your opponent's skill, you can send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's drop area to the warp, helping the cause. We've got Toa Secret Maneuver. When this card is played or attacked once per turn, look up to the top 5 cards of your deck and add up to 1 Demon Realm Race card amongst them to your hand. So we've got a lot of stuff going on there. Next, we've got Mecha Gabora, because this card can get cheated out as well. Kind of wild. And then as the top end of the deck, you've got this guy that makes the entire deck go round. This is Salsa, a new demon god. And when this guy attacks, send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's drop area to the warp. And if there are no battle cards in your opponent's drop area, you can choose up to 1 Evil Wizard, Demon Race, or Demon God card with energy cost of 2 or less from your hand or drop area and play it. Activate main 1. You can bounce back a 15k vanilla to play this card. ballin'. Then you've got his counterpart, Shroom, who is removal. He does the same thing, except instead of summoning, he's just going to wipe something off the board if they have nothing in their grave. Then you got 2 black sand, mass sand, brainwash no more, just for, you know, easy 30k if you need to, but also the ability to switch out what's in your graveyard and what's not for your on-field plays. He actually plays very nicely with that. You play him, you remove your grave. If you have 3 that are removed from the game that you want back, you just kind of shuffle those out. And then also he has his activate battle, which can save you from things like quad strike and triple strike sometimes. Then as the kicker, since we're removing so many cards, we got Dark Mask King, Devilish Dominator, because when he comes out, chances are your opponent will have 10 or more cards in their warp, or at least 8, so you can warp 2 more. And when this guy swings, he's going to be able to, warp those 2. But if he has Deflect and Triple Strike, and if there are 10 or more cards in your opponent's warp, he's going to be able to untap himself just off of swing. He becomes a dual attack, deflect, triple strike, which is crazy. And then if they counter during a battle with this card, you get to send 1 card in their life to their warp. So that's the deck list, and I'm gonna put it in practice. So we're gonna skip over to untap. All right, so we're here. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. Nah, it's not gonna actually change what's on the screen. Okay, cool. So the cool thing you need to know about this deck is that if they don't bring the graveyard to you, you can still just pop off. It's just the very initial part that can be a little odd. So we're gonna shuffle a couple times. We're gonna see the die roll. I rolled a 2, they roll an 8, cool. We suck. No, but for real, I'm going to draw my cards. All right, so what we have here is Shroom, New Demon God. We're gonna keep the Convoker because that's very important, but what we're looking for is Salsa. I will keep this guy in hand because he's actually very, very good. So let me put these guys back. And what we're looking for, like I said, is a Salsa. If we get a Salsa, this hand is actually pretty dummy. Okay, so we didn't. So we're gonna have to kind of move from here. We're gonna put our life up. And we still get a draw, so who knows. But we're gonna put our life up, and you know, they're gonna go. Our first turn, end up drawing Black Sand, Dark Mask King, Devilish Dominator. I think we can afford to put this here. That shouldn't be a problem. And let me see if we can get the Shroom. So I'm going to swing with my leader, and chances are they don't have a battle card in, grave. So we're going to draw, and we're gonna need another Convoker, and then I'm gonna combo this Chain Attack Gravy into the grave to draw again. Cool, super combo. Next, because we've drawn 2, we can get 5 cards deeper in the deck. And let's just check the top 5. Yep, up top 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 black. So we're going to do this. Hopefully we get the Salsa here. We did not get the Salsa. This is actually kind of bad now. We already are starting to build up the hand in terms of cards we can get. We always kind of want to bring, we always kind of want to make sure our arsenal is as hefty as possible. So it's either the Mecha Gabora or it's the Shroom, because at least if they start building up a board presence, Shroom will be able to start to diminish that. So I'm going to put that there, and we're going to shuffle the deck and pass. They can't attack the Convoker, so chances are they will have to attack my life. And that gives us a Demigur that we won't be able to use for a little bit. So this time, draw. We actually have a couple things we can do. I'm going to draw, we're going to charge this. Now, tapping out is kind of annoying, but I'm feeling like in this case, we're at a space where we definitely kind of need to get our game up. So I'm going to play Chain Attack Gravy here. And I will just kind of chill on that, actually. It is a tap out, but depending on the deck, might not matter. We're still at 7 life. So at this point, we get to do cool things. Like, I can swing with Shroom and Salsa, right? Activate his effect. He's going to draw 1 card off his auto. I get to remove a card from their battle area, and there still may not be cards in there. So now we can do things like, I don't know, combo this from our hand to the grave. What's going to happen is the moment we combo, the auto will proc on Shroom, drawing a card. And then because we did it again, once per turn, yep, I just comboed that. And so we're going to draw another card. So we've just seen 3 additional cards this turn and still somehow manage to avoid a Salsa because we are plebeian. I wouldn't swing with any of these just because I don't want anything to happen like that, but Unfortunately, this one only activates on your turn. That's the sad part. However, if my opponent swings on me, we can do things like still accelerate, because this leader effect straight up says once per turn, this card's in battle and you use a, like this is straight up. So if they want to swing again, we will fuel the discard and draw again. This card is able to go through a fair amount of cards. We might still take something. I mean, it's their turn 3. I would expect to take something, but I'd also expect to maybe, I don't know, get a salsa at some point. So we're gonna draw again. We want to keep Demigra in hand because that card is actual gas. And what I'm gonna do this time is on turn 3, I'm gonna play another Convoker. If I don't see my if I don't see it here, I don't know what to do. All right, like let's just peek the top 5 cards and hope there's a salsa in there. Okay, there's 3 salsas in here, so we're just gonna take that to hand, right? And at this point, they have to start kind of producing a lot of things because this is going to be sort of annoying. So it's 3 energy, and we're kind of getting to the game, and I haven't really put much pressure on. So we're gonna have to change that. You know, we can tap another one here, and we are going to be able to find a card, and we'll just play Salsa from the deck, right? And of course, you want to be cognizant. You know, if they're running green, you don't want to just go balls in on some of these swings before you can level up some of these guys. But this is where some of the cool stuff begins. You know, I can swing here, right? And after swinging for 15k, we can tap 1, bounce this back to hand to play this guy. All right, he's a 20k. So now I'll swing with this one. Cool. When I swing with him, I'm actually just going to combo this. Great. Actually, you know what? We don't. No. This might be out of sequence. If they've swung on me with something, I can do something like swing here, right? When this happens, I can try to remove something, and if they don't have an option or anything for me to remove, I can play this guy. So now with 2 chain attack gravies on board, we can do dumb stuff like swing with our leader, combo salsa. We're going to get an auto for our leader. We're going to draw from our second skill, and then we would actually trigger both of these. The leader card is a black demon realm race, and it's your turn. Yep, you're going to draw a card. So we're just going to hit that one and hit that one. And we're starting to build up quite the book. At this point, your opponent may actually have things warped for you to actually just go, okay, alt face, and we're going to draw one, and we're going to untap one. Keep that alive, you know? At this point, with our current graveyard, we have 4. So if we actually use Protector of the People and, I don't know, discard a card, that's how that would work. So let's actually start off again and see if we can get a better start. And of course, like I said, it's not like these things are the most optimized. It's just that I wanted to show you guys kind of how some of these cards work in tandem. So we're gonna shuffle again. The 1, get the 2, get the 3, get the 4, get the 5, and 6. Okay, so this is actually pretty much all we want to see. I like Demigra, but this deck draws enough to where you'll see it eventually. So I'm gonna put this away, I'm gonna put this away. We're gonna shuffle again, and we're going to draw and draw. That's fine. I'm going to roll a d20 for 4, and they're gonna roll it for 2. So I'm going first, which is actually kind of nice when you have the Convoker. So what we're gonna do here is put 8, and then we're gonna get this show on the road. First turn, I'm not gonna be able to draw anything. Unfortunately, we'll have to charge the Protector because I'm not charging a super combo, and there's 2 more in deck. We'll play Convoker, and what Convoker is going to be able to do is look at my top 5, so we'll peep it. And top 5 will get me, I like this guy for Awakening, so we're gonna take him and then shuffle the rest. Now, after shuffling that, we'll chill. I could get another draw, but I don't think it's worth dropping anything in my hand. I could drop that, but I could also just as easily drop it next turn. So we got some things. They might swing at me just for my effect. I'll take that, no questions asked. And the next turn, we're going to untap everything, draw. All right, we'll easily charge that. That's an easy charge. And now you have the deck being able to play its bread and butter very, very well. So this is what I'm doing, okay? I'm gonna pay 1 to use Convoker's effect. Convoker's effect is going to find me a vanilla. We'll just play this one, okay? And they still have 1 energy, so chances are this will actually be a pretty good press turn. So what we can do is swing here for 15, all right? After swinging here for 15, what we're going to be able to do is play this, bounce this, play this. And this guy will summon from hand or drop. So now that we've played this guy, we get to swing here. He's going to attempt to warp. If there's nothing, we're going to cheat out Chain Attack Gravy. After we cheat out Chain Attack Gravy, we can then swing with our leader. And after swinging with our leader, we can do things like drop Heavenly Wizard Demigra. Well, we're going to get a card from our auto. We're going to combo with Heavenly Wizard Demigra and get another card if they don't have any battle cards. And then we're going to Chain Attack Gravy, his effect, to draw one more card. So at this point, they might want to get rid of this, but we have some combo power in hand. We're not completely defenseless. But they might try to swing and body this guy, and we did give them, what, 3 cards this turn, most likely? So they might be able to try to press, and if they do, you know, if they get over 20k on a 10k leader, that's cool, but otherwise, it's kind of foolish because we can probably just get out these. So I'm not going to count on them to swing on my leader right there. It just doesn't seem correct. So next turn, right? Drawing for turn. We have Convoker. I do want another Salsa this turn. So I think the correct play, since we still have 2 Shroom and Grave, is to play Salsa right there. And then what we can do here is, what do we want to do here? I think I would tap 1 to play a vanilla. We want to do this before we start getting like all sorts of, we want to do this before to thin out the deck because I want to hit another Salsa off the top, right? So we're going to do that, shuffle the deck. Then this is a 15k swing right off the bat, okay? After we get that 15k swing, what we can do is play another thing here. And you know what, actually, we still have so many more options. There's so many things you can do with this deck. We can swing with this guy and have him play Heavenly Wizard Demigra for his free swing after trying to remove. Then we can swing with this one and activate his ability to take a card from life. Okay, so we got another one there. And he's going to return to the owner's hand at the end of the turn, so we can combo him again. Then what we can do is tap the 1 mana here, the 1 energy here, to play her. She's going to be able to look at the top cards here and see what we can find. So we'll peep 5. Or we can accidentally just peep 1. So we'll peep 5. After peeping 5, we have another Salsa, so we'll add Salsa to hand. And we'll shuffle. And yes, this is a tap out play, but this might be the point where we awaken. If they have 4 more cards of warp, this is indeed the point where we awaken. It really depends on the game. But we're going to do this, get that back, play this guy, right? And this is just kind of how it goes. Like, we have nothing in grave, but at this point, it doesn't even matter. Like, this guy can play a Demon God. So we can swing with this one, check your grave, and then just, whoop, play this. After playing this, call your opponent's best card, okay? Swing with this dude, because it doesn't matter if he goes to grave, he's coming back. There's an amazing amount of swings you can do with this. Swing with the leader. What we're gonna do here is combo this guy. We're gonna draw from our auto, we're gonna draw from our second auto, and then we're going to draw from Gravy. So that's cool too. You know, if we can awaken this turn, we can alt face, draw another one, and flip this up. And in that case, now our graveyard is only 1, but we've got Protector of the People, as well as 2 Vegeta Strikes Backs. So you can kind of see this deck kind of expands quickly, and it becomes a toolbox. You do need to kind of see how it is in application, because you never know how it's actually going to play out, just because it does require your opponent to do these things. So there it is. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Salsa Shroom breakdown, and I'm going to be going through the rest of the archetypes just to kind of show you how I feel about them and some of the applicable plays. So again, if you have ideas for the deck, leave them in the comments. Let me know. If you want to talk about the deck in person with me, join the Discord. Like I said, it's in the description, and I will talk as much as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you next time on Universe X.